What? I was thinking how you look so cute like that. What? If Dadu saw you like that, you might be in trouble.
Why? Every time they go back to him being a weirdo. Why? Why? Quit stealing my nice moments from me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. The issue here is that you get to go around with cute girls and I don't. Really? My boy? My man? You don't get to be none of those. You don't get to be none of those. He was attacked. What do you mean? How's it going, everybody? HoodlaMutt here, back with some more Steins Gate 0. And, last time, oh boy, things just escalated, to another level here. We got a little too comfortable with Kudits, Amadeus Kudits, and, felt like, you know what, can't have that in our lives anymore, so we told Leskinen and Maho that, you know what, we can't do the experiment anymore, sorry, we're giving that privilege up, whatever. And Maho was upset with us, but we kind of explained, you know, kind of talked to her, and we were able to kind of come to an understanding. Almost told her a little bit more than we should have about our relationship with Kudits. And then, as we were going to leave in a carpool with Izuki, the person that we're assisting, the professor we're assisting, someone came and shot at us and shot at our car, and then they crashed into our car and killed themselves, and then someone shot them and we don't know who it was, and they had a gun, but it wasn't an actual gun. It was a futuristic gun that barely made any noise, and they were like a zombie. I think they were like an AI, personally. I think they were like some kind of an android. That's terrifying. And now we're here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now we're here. And I believe we're with the... Is it Suzuha? So, yeah, let's just get into this. Let's just do it. Oh, man. She felt dizzy. That's strange, Suzuha thought. She stopped moving. Since she was in the middle of the sidewalk, the other pedestrians looked irritated as they moved around her. She took a deep breath and waited for a moment, but she still felt dizzy. Actually, she was finding it difficult to stand. Was she hallucinating? Or was the whole world starting to get blurry? All the noise of the city around her suddenly felt very far away. It was like she was diving underwater. Was this the reading Steiner ability that Uncle Okarin had talked about? Was she starting to acquire it too? Wait, what? We just jumped from the last, sequence to this. The last scene to this, so, what do you mean? What is happening? Reading Steiner? Hello? And then she realized how warm she felt. The truth hit her.
Am I sick?
She somehow managed to stagger back to the lab. It seemed she was worse off than she thought. If she could have, she would have fallen to her knees right there. During the war, and afterward, when she joined up with her dad's organization, she'd been hurt badly enough to go into a coma several times. But this was the first time something like this had happened since she became a time traveler.
This is bad.
She looked up to the second floor. The lights were on. She felt honestly relieved to know her dad was there. She walked up the stairs. The door was unlocked. She didn't have the energy to speak, so she tried to silently take off her shoes, and then she tripped. Yeah, this has gotta be actual sickness, right? Not reading Steiner? Because, like, this never happened to Okabe.
Ah!
She fell forward. Real graceful for a military soldier.
That hurt.
Suzuha? Itaru was in the room. He saw her and ran over. You okay?
Yeah.
She rubbed her knee and tried to stand up, but staggered again and fell into Itaru's arms. What's wrong?
Sorry. I'm feeling a little dizzy. Huh? Are you not feeling well, Suzu? Are you alright?
When she heard those voices, Suzuha finally realized that Yuki and Mayuri were also in the room. She'd let her guard down, she realized. Yuki seemed unconcerned by Suzuha's obvious uneasiness. She walked over with a serious expression on her face.
Suzuha, let me see your forehead.
Yuki brushed her bangs aside and put her own forehead up against Suzuha's. Suzuha's heart started pounding. She had distant memories of her mother doing this before.
You've got a terrible fever.
What? Okay, it is sickness, okay. Daru put his big hand up to Suzuha's cheek as well. Oh, you're right.
Do you have a cold? I'm fine. This'll get better fast.
Hey, don't push yourself. You need to go lie down right now, duh.
That's right. I know that. I'm going to just rest for a bit.
Suzuha used the last of her energy to reach the sofa. She collapsed on top of it and closed her eyes. Calm down, she told herself.
Mayushi will bring a wet towel, okay? Hashida, where's Suzuha's change of clothes?
It's here. It's all inside this. Oh, of course, I don't rummage through it and go, you know?
If you don't stop being stupid, I'll infect you with my cold virus, brother.
Suzuha kept her eyes shut as she complained.
Can I just pick something out to change her into?
Thanks. I can't do it, obviously.
Yeah.
As she listened to the conversation going on around her, Suzuha felt a cold towel on her forehead.
How do you feel? Sorry, big sis Mayu. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go buy some cold medicine. You guys take care of her.
Okay. Bye. Can you stand up, Suzuha? I at least want to get you changed before your brother gets back.
Suzuha opened her eyes. Come on, dude. Don't. You don't gotta drag this out, man. Just say it happened. Just say it happened. Come on. You don't gotta go through. Yuki was standing over her and looking down.
No, I'm fine like this. This is how I've always done it.
In fact, before Suzuha became a time traveler, there were many times when she'd been unable to rest, even if she was sick. Many times she wasn't able to change clothes or even lie down. Compared to that, this was a lot nicer.
No way! The most important part of a cold is when you just start to get it. But... no buts. Take your clothes off.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting like flashbacks to the to the world ends with you. Pants off now. Why? Yuki was a little more forceful than usual as she tried to take Suzuha's clothes off. Suzuha jumped up, surprised.
Fine. I'll do it. I can do it myself. You're soaked with sweat. Mayuri, do you have any dry towels? Oh, yeah, here.
She's so cute without the scarf. Ah! Yuki took the towel that Mayuri had brought from the shower room and gently wiped the sweat off of Suzuha's forehead and neck. Yeah, dude, fevers suck, bro.
Wah! That tickles! Just stay still. You're not a little kid.
Okay.
But...
Suzuha shook as she was rubbed with the towel. She wasn't used to being touched, and this was the first time since she was very young that anyone had done this to her.
That's enough. I'll do it myself. You don't need to worry about it. I'm not worried.
Suzuha grabbed the towel from Yuki. Trying her best to hide herself from the gaze of the other two, she took off her clothes and wiped away the sweat. Her face felt really hot. She didn't know if it was because of the fever or not, but she was finding it difficult to think straight.
Is this okay? Yes. Good job. Now change into this.
She grabbed the new pair of underwear and clothes from Yuki. Still trying to hide herself, she put them on. When she laid back down on the sofa, Yuki put a blanket on her.
Mayuri, you said this room doesn't have a washer, right? Yeah. It's always been such a problem. Mayushi will take these to the laundromat later, okay? Uh-huh. You don't have to do that. We've got to take care of each other at times like these. That's right, Suzu. Are you hungry? Think you can eat anything?
Suzuha looked at Yuki, then Mayuri, and was about to mumble another refusal. But in the end, she gave up and pulled the blanket up to her nose. This was really hard.
I'm not that hungry. But you need to eat something before you take the medicine. How about rice porridge? That's a good idea. Okay, I'll make it right away. Lie down for a bit, okay? Yeah.
I'm back. Iteru came back from the drugstore a while later. Phew. I'm so tired. He was really out of breath. He must have gone running there and back. You're only exhausted because you never exercise, she thought to herself. But for some reason, the sight of her exhausted father made her happy, and she quickly shook her head.
Thanks, Daru. I'm about to make rice porridge. Once she has that, give her the medicine.
Okie dokie. Itaru walked over to Suzuha as he answered. How are you feeling?
Not so good.
I guess all that stress caught up with you. I've never actually seen you take a break.
This is really pathetic. Maybe I shouldn't stay here.
What?
I've been getting lazy. You're here, Dad. And Big Sis Mayu is here. And Big Sis Rumi. And then at some point, even Mom showed up. Because of that, sometimes I feel like I'm going to forget my mission. It starts to feel like this happy time is going to continue forever. And I find myself thinking that maybe there'll never be a war. I start to fantasize about living like a normal girl.
And what's wrong with that? When Daru spoke, his face was actually serious for once, and he was looking straight into Suzuha's eyes. It was the face of the father she knew so well, the man who was always there for her. So you're going to leave this place, and then where are you going to go?
Well, inside the time machine or something.
You know you can't stay in there, right?
But
you know I can't leave my daughter in there, right?
Dad.
For a moment, Suzuha was about to cry. She squeezed the blanket as hard as she could to stop herself. And then... Whoops! Accidentally gave a serious response. Anyway, I like being around cute girls, and I look forward to going when you're not looking. Come on, man. I especially like girls who are all sick and sweaty.
Ugh. Stop it.
So you ought to get better soon, if you don't want me panning over you.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was at least a little better. He's using it's okay. It's like a, what do you want to call it? Not a double entendre, but it's like he's using the fact that he's usually he's got scummy joking, like a scummy joking style, to make a joke so that she feels better and doesn't feel like he's getting too deep. It's also for him, obviously. He got too serious and got embarrassed or whatever, but still. He had a nice moment. Why do you gotta always ruin it, Daru? You had a good moment. Like one. Just let one happen in your life, please. Oh my gosh. Suzuha whispered back a response, then turned away from Itaru and pulled the blanket closer. Oh. Did my little speech just solve your problem? Did I get bonus affection points?
If you keep being stupid, I'll make you regret it when I do get better.
Are you going to put on boots and step on me or something like that?
I'm going to stick things under your fingernails.
Please don't. Anything but that. Sorry. She could smell the pleasant scent of Mayuri and Yuki's cooking from the kitchen. Pleasant? Oh, that's a glow up. Yeah, last time we basically were gonna die walking into the room. So, okay. Listen, Suzuha. Would you tell me what it is you're looking for every day? I might be able to help with it.
Later. I'll tell you once we're alone.
Oh, yeah. That's fine, but...
It's not something I can let Big Sis Mayu hear.
Huh? Yeah. There was no way she could tell Mayuri. 3 days later. Suzuha was still sick. Yuki came over every day with Mayuri to check on her. Because of this, Suzuha was able to eat nutritious food, and her fever had gone down. Now all that was left was to get her strength back. But still, Yuki kept telling her she needed to lie down. This meant that, for better or for worse, Suzuha spent her whole day on the sofa, half asleep. Somewhere in her half-awake mind, she heard a terribly off-key tune. Since she also heard the sound of falling water, it was probably coming from the shower room. Dude, why do you keep baiting us with this, dude? Stop! You don't need to.
What song is this? Do you know, Mother?
Suzuha had heard it when she was very young. Her mother had been singing it, just like she was now. But what exactly the song was about, she just couldn't remember.
I need to get up. I can't stay asleep forever.
But even when she tried to open her eyes, they just wouldn't move. Her body must have needed more rest. Maybe Yuki was right, and she needed to lie down some more. She moaned and twisted slightly. When she did, the blanket fell to the floor. She didn't feel like she had the energy to pick it up.
Oh.
She could sense someone standing up from the desk where Itaru always used the PC. Whoever they were, they came over and put the blanket back on.
I smell Big Sis Mayu.
You can smell people? Dang. What kind of a nose do you have? I can't smell anything though, so, anyone who can even remotely smell something and distinguish it, that when it's not like directly beneath their nose or something, it like impresses me. So weirdly, Mayuri always smelled good even when she wasn't using perfume. It was a slightly sweet smell, like a pale white flower. It was the scent that had held her all night, on that distant day in the future when she'd lost her mother. Suzuha pulled her legs inside the blanket and grabbed onto her knees, like a baby in the womb. Memories went in and out of her mind as she lay there, half asleep.
Do you think Mom got hurt? Do you think she suffered?
Aw. She suddenly remembered what Kagari had said to her after they'd traveled through time. "2036, the day when she'd left. At the last second, Mayuri had looked at Suzuha and Kagari inside the time machine and smiled. It was just like the gentle smile on Suzuha's mother's face when she died protecting her daughter.
Suzu? Did I wake you? No. I've been up for a while. Want something to eat? Yeah.
After she said yes, Suzuha snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes Rabbity. I'm sorry. She was getting weaker. When she realized that, she forced her sick body off the sofa. Her head shook, and she had to stop herself from falling forward. But she grabbed the back of the sofa and managed to stand on her own 2 feet.
Oh, you shouldn't get up so quickly like that. I'm fine now. Sorry to bother you, Big Sis Mayu. It's not a bother at all, okay?
Mayuri went to the kitchen and turned on the burner underneath one of the pots. The sounds and smells of bubbling stew filled the whole lab. Mayuri mixed it with a ladle and stopped every once in a while to taste it. She turned toward Suzuha and smiled.
Oh, it's a big success! Did you make it? Yup! Mayushi's getting a lot better at cooking thanks to Yuki. Where's my dad? I mean, my brother. He went to May Queen. He says he's got work after that. I see. Oh, you're thinking of going out tonight because Daru isn't here, aren't you? You can't do that. I'm fine. You're not fine. If you do that, I'll have Yuki get mad at you, okay? What's this about me?
The curtain to the bathroom opened, and Yuki came out. Her skin was just a little flush.
Suzu won't lay down. Oh, you know better than that, Suzu. You need to stay down for at least another day. Got it? Yeah.
Suzuha's answer was less than enthusiastic, but she gave in to Yuki's glare and sat back down on the sofa.
Okay, now lie down. Fine.
She pouted and slumped down on the sofa, then pulled the blanket on top of her. Suzuha was capable of talking back to Big Sis Mayuri, but she would never be able to talk back to Yuki.
What? I was thinking how you look so cute like that. What? If Daru saw you like that, you might be in trouble.
Why? Every time they go back to him being a weirdo. Why? Why? Quit stealing my nice moments from me. Ah!
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if you're really brother and sister. Don't be creepy. Oh? Suzuha, are you blushing?
What?
I am not blushing! Really? Of course not. Why would I be? You're blushing right now. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing, really. Shut up!
Suzuha couldn't say anything, so she just had to turn away.
Okay, it's time for Mayushi to go to work. You're not going to have any stew? I'm going to stop back here after work. I'll have some then. Okay, I'll make you a salad or something. Have dinner with us, okay? Thanks, Yuki. I look forward to it.
Mayuri told Suzu one more time that she needed to keep lying down, then left for May Queen Nyan. Yuki went to the kitchen and added a few seasonings to the stew Mayuri made, then turned off the burner.
Oh, right, Suzuha. You're covered in sweat, right? Want me to wipe you down before we eat? Huh? I told you it's fine.
Yuki wanted to do stuff like that every day. And each time Suzuha frantically refused. Is it okay? I have a theory real quick. Is she doing it so often because she's trying to get close enough to her so that she'll like her, so that she can be like to where Daru will be okay with her and stuff? Is it like a thing to be able to get Daru to like her? That sounds like a bad way of saying it, but you know what I mean. Is that what that is?
Even if you can't take a shower, you need to at least keep yourself clean. I did it yesterday and the day before, so it's fine. It's not like going a week or two without doing it will kill you. A week? You can't do that! Absolutely not!
Yuki hurried into the shower room.
Listen. I can do it myself. People who say that never end up doing it themselves. That's not... No.
Yuki came back with a bowl filled with hot water and a towel. She could be stubborn when she got this way. Suzuha had learned that well over the past 3 days. Yuki was just like the mother she remembered. She slowly and uneasily stood up. And then she took off her top, trying her best not to let Yuki see her skin. Dude, the freaking Daru's gonna come in. I guarantee it. Watch.
We're both girls, so you don't need to be so embarrassed. I don't care, really. I'll at least wash your back, okay? It's fine. I'm not a kid. But I don't think you can do it yourself. I said it's fine!
Yuki seemed a little shocked, but she quickly handed over the hot, wet towel.
I'm sorry. Some people don't like being touched, right? No. I'm sorry for yelling. I'll leave the hot water on the table, okay? I'm going to get dinner ready.
Yuki walked off, dejected. Once Suzuha saw that she was focused on finishing the cooking, she slid behind the curtains into the back part of the room. She used the towel and wash bowl to wipe herself down. She couldn't let Yuki see her body. There were scars, both old and new, all over her, and burn marks that might never heal. Oh, got you. Okay. Totally thought that was going in a different direction. Dang. To her, these wounds were like medals of the vicious battles she'd survived, and she didn't care who saw them. But she didn't want to let the mother who'd given birth to her, or rather would give birth to her, see them. Especially not the dozens of pale white marks around her breasts.
Mom.
Wait, the pale white marks, was that what when they talked about the radiation like poisoning or whatever that affected children? Was that her? Is that what she got? Is that what that was? Okay. She still remembered that nightmarish day. The bullets which had killed her mom had lost their power as they passed through her organs, but still managed to dig into Suzuha's skin. Oh, what the frick? And when they did, they were covered in her mom's blood and flesh. The scars would probably never heal completely. To Suzuha, they were her mother's grave. She shook her head to try to get the nightmare out of her mind. She took her bottoms off, too, and then wiped herself clean all the way down to her toes. Then she put on a new pair of underwear. It was only after she finished putting on her newly cleaned clothes that she felt human again. Dang. When she came back, Yuki was putting bowls filled with stew and salad onto the table. Dude, that's frickin' rough. Wow, that's sad. Their eyes met, and an awkward silence filled the room.
It's ready.
Oh, that's a nice little tune. Yuki broke the silence first.
Yeah, thanks. How much do you want? No, it's okay. I can do it myself.
She just can't have anybody wait on her. It's like she's got this like whole like hyper independence thing or something. I don't know. Or she just doesn't like her mom doing stuff for her. I don't know. I can't really tell yet. Suzuha put just enough stew and salad for her meal onto her own plate. And then she made a plate for Yuki as well.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm sorry to make you do all this cooking. I told you, we've got to look out for each other when we're sick. Once you're done eating, make sure you take your medicine. Okay.
The two sat on the sofa and filled their mouths with stew and salad. The stew had a mild, gentle flavor. It felt like something Mayuri would make. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's cute!
Mayuri's gotten a lot better, hasn't she? She didn't just take something out of a can and warm it up, you know? I'm pretty impressed. Do you want to try making it too? I'll teach you. Me? I'll pass. I'm not the type. I don't think that's true. Well, maybe someday. People who say someday end up never doing it, you know? You said something similar a minute ago. Did I? Yeah.
And then the conversation ceased for a time. Suzuha slurped down her stew. She had terrible manners, and tried to come up with something to talk about. This time, it was Suzuha's turn to break the silence. After what she'd just remembered, she couldn't bear to be silent around Yuki.
That song you were singing, what is that? Song? You know, when you were taking a shower. Huh? Was I singing? Wow, that's so embarrassing. I'm a terrible singer, but I love to sing, so I sometimes hum things. Aw. I don't know if it matters whether you're any good or not. I just can't remember what song it was. Neither can I, actually.
Huh?
I just remember the parts that were really memorable. I think it's from an educational show that was on when I was a kid or something. Sorry, but I can't help you. Suzuha, when did you hear that song? When I was a kid, I think. My mom used to sing it to me all the time. Your mom seems like a really nice person.
Based off of her singing to her?
Yeah.
The conversation flowed so naturally that she didn't think about how she responded. Oh!
Huh?
A second later, she realized what she'd said, and then she stared at her mother.
Is something wrong? My mom? What do you mean? What do I mean? I saw her 2 days ago.
Oh, I think there was a translation thing. Did Yuki see Suzuha's mom? Oh, did she see Daru's mom?
Huh? I said she came here 2 days ago. That's impossible. Huh? Is there some reason your mom wouldn't come? Well, I mean...
There was no way she could say that her mother was right in front of her. Confused, she fell silent. Yuki, for her part, must have come to some conclusion about the reason for Suzuha's reaction. She started to stammer and fidget.
Huh? I'm sorry. Huh? I didn't know. Did something happen between you and your mother? No. You got in a fight and ran away from home or something. That's not it. It was weird thinking back. Your mom just brought Hashida some food and a change of clothes, and didn't say anything to you. She brought my brother food and clothes? Yes.
Suzuha thought as hard as she could and finally reached an answer.
Oh, so that's it.
Yuki was talking about Itaru Hashida's mother. Well, yeah, pretty obviously, right? I mean, at that point. In other words, Suzuha's grandmother, who she'd never seen except in pictures. But since she'd told Yuki that she was Itaru's brother, it was natural that she'd make the wrong assumption.
Is something wrong? No, it's nothing.
If Itaru had said even a word to her about it, this wouldn't have happened. How stupid. She'd have to give him a lecture later. While Suzuha was thinking about the talking to her dad was going to get, Yuki had already started to sympathize with her imagined plight.
Suzuha, you can talk to me anytime. We can talk about whatever you want.
For some reason, her eyes were starting to well up.
Oh, thank you.
Suzuha didn't know how to react to this, but she felt a little embarrassed.
Mom really is a nice person.
Just like she'd told Itaru, this place was too comfortable. She was starting to imagine that this life would continue forever. but sending this brief, happy time beyond the horizon of the world line was supposed to be Suzuha's mission. If she didn't, this world would be destroyed. Oh, dang. Okay.
Welcome back, Meowster!
As I walked into the maid cafe, May Queen Nyan Nyan, the cat-eared maids working there greeted me cheerfully. It was a weekday evening, so there were more open seats than usual.
Welcome back, Hyoma. Okarin?
Oh, is Mayuri here today?
Mayushi will be here soon, Nia. About 30 minutes?
I see. Mayuri had been working here for a while now. Her maid name was Mayushi Nyanyan. When she was a maid, she wore a long blonde wig and cat ears, and looked very different from her usual self. Daru called me. Is he here yet?
Yup. At his usual spot.
I looked toward the back corner and saw a silhouette sitting next to the window with the sun at its back. Dude, that's gotta be hot, holy crap. Oh, and I've got someone with me today. They've never been to a maid cafe before. Can you keep them company until Daru and I finish?
Meow? Who could that be, Nia?
Hey, Hyajo. Over here. Oh, you brought Maho! What the heck? I called to Maho. She was fidgeting outside the store, apparently unwilling to come in. Yes! Oh, this is gonna be great. I can feel it.
Meow? Okarin's with a cute girl, Nia?
Wait, is it really that surprising?
And from her height, she's either in elementary school or middle school?
She is not.
I can't believe it! You've already got Forrest, but instead you went out and found a new lover. A new lolly lover, Nia.
I did not! She's from an American university and she's here for research.
My only choice is to denounce you at the round table, Nia.
Listen to me.
What are you talking about?
Maho had finally made it inside, and she was staring at me and Forrest with suspicious eyes. I'd gone with Maho to the police to talk about the attack again. After that, we both realized we hadn't eaten, so I'd brought her here. Forrest stood up to her full height, gave a cute little bow, and then did one of her cat-like poses.
Welcome back, Mewstress! At this cafe, we don't say welcome. We say welcome back, Nia. Oh, so that's it. I'm Forrest Nyan Nyan Nyan. What's your name, mistress? Maho Hyacho. Hyacho. So you're from Okinawa, Nia? Oh? I'm amazed you knew that. People always either ask me to repeat it or just get it wrong. But you knew it was from Okinawa. Of course, Nia. 3 lives ago, I was the spirit guardian of the land of Paipetirioma, which lies beyond the horizon of Yukyu Kingdom, Nia.
Jeez. It's a mouthful for me.
Huh? That's right. The voices of we spirits were brought to the people by the Noro, and we made the kingdom prosper, Nia. But the raging sea gods invaded Paipetirioma, and at last we... I'm sorry. What is she talking about?
Oh, it's a special dialect spoken exclusively by the people of Akehebara.
Is that right?
Yeah. Think about it too much and your head will explode.
It already feels like it's about to explode.
Anyway, just wait a minute. I need to talk to my friend over there.
Hmm?
I pointed to Daru, and when she saw him by the window, her eyes narrowed. Is something wrong?
He's a pretty big guy.
I'll introduce you later. Tell him to lose some weight. Yo, the first thing. He's a pretty big guy. Yo, didn't your mom ever teach you that's not nice?
Okay, Maho-nyan. I'll take you to your seat.
Another maid had just finished cleaning a table.
Maho-nyan? Isn't it cute, Nya? I'd prefer something more normal. This is normal, Nya. Now, come this way, Maho-nyan.
Maho remained dead silent as she was led to a seat near where Daru was sitting. I headed to Daru's table, too. I sat across from him and ordered some coffee from a nearby maid. I'm disappointed in you, Okarin. Normies must explode. Don't say the same thing as Faris. It's not like that. What do you mean it's not like that? She's a legal lolly! Oh yeah, he called it right there. He absolutely called it. Said it way ahead of time. And not only is she really cute, I love how she seems so unrefined. Okarin, you jerk. Nufu. Don't tell her that. She's scary when she's mad. I glanced over at Maho, who was staring at the menu and trying her best to keep up with Faris. I told you about her on the phone, right? She was with me when I was attacked. She's Dr. Leskinen's assistant. That stuff doesn't matter. The issue here is that you get to go around with cute girls and I don't. Really? My boy? My man? You don't get to be none of those. You don't get to be none of those. He was attacked. What do you mean? Then go do it. Go on a date or something. Was that sarcasm? Wow. You really are a jerk, Okarin. It wasn't. Why not ask out Yuki? Wait. You're not telling me you haven't even approached her yet? It's fine. I plan to become a wizard. Hey, that's not a good idea. Suzuha will never be born. I don't have a good comeback for that. You like Yuki, right? Sure, she's pretty. And her thighs and the curve of her neck make me pant. Dude! Stop it, pervert. I'm not a pervert. I'm a perverted gentleman. I don't care who you are. I'm talking about romance here. Huh? Daru leaned over the table and sipped his iced tea through a straw. I don't really understand that stuff. Jeez, what are you, a little kid? Is this today's you don't get to talk thread? We stared at one another. He was right. When it came to romance, I didn't really have the right to talk. Well, whatever. This isn't what I wanted to talk to you about. True. Get to it. Yeah. You see, there are two things I wanted to discuss. Here Daru stopped and casually looked around. There weren't many people in the cafe, and thanks to Faris, there was no one sitting near us. As long as we didn't yell, there was no risk of being overheard. I realized that the old me's habits were coming back. Was it because I'd just gone through something out of a Hollywood movie? First, I want you to keep this a secret from Mayuri, but I'm looking for someone. A secret from Mayuri? That's right. Why? Oh, well, you know. Huh? He seemed reluctant to speak. You've known her since you were kids, right? Does she have any friends named Kagari? Oh, frick! Yeah, oh! Okay, alright, yeah. Kagari? Of course, I didn't know every single one of her friends, but I'd never heard that name. No, not as far as I know. Then forget the name. Were there any girls that she was especially close to? Well, let me see. There was a group of kids she'd used to play with in elementary school. I told Daru their names. Of course, he knew all of her friends since high school. She was especially close to Fubuki and Kade from her cosplay group, as well as Faris and the other maids at Meikui Nyanyan. There was also Luca, even if he wasn't a girl. That's all I can tell you. I don't know much more than you do. Sorry. No, that's plenty. Thanks. Daru took out his smartphone and wrote down the names of the girls I'd given him. Why don't you ask Mayuri herself? Well, there's some stuff going on. And who is this Kagari anyway? Why are you looking for her? Daru was unconsciously tapping the table. He seemed to be deciding how best to explain it. Suzuha must have talked to him, right? Actually, it's not me who's looking for her. It's Suzuha. Yeah, that's what I figured. Suzuha? Why would she be looking for a friend of Mayuri's? No, wait. If Suzuha was involved, that means Mayuri's future is involved? Is that why she can't tell Mayuri? Yeah. Her name is Kagari Shina. Shina? Yup. A relative of Mayuri's or something? No. No, well, maybe. She's Mayushi's daughter. Oh. He said it so naturally that I almost missed it. I see. Her daughter, huh? Her daughter. What does daughter mean again? Daughter. 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 Mayuri's daughter. Mayuri's daughter! Shh! You're too loud! I swallowed my words as best I could. Is that true? Yeah, but not her real daughter, I guess. She was a war orphan that Mayushi adopted. A war orphan? I couldn't even imagine what chain of events in the future would bring that about. But it sounded a lot like something Mayuri would do. Even in the worst world line, Mayuri would still know the joy of having a child. maybe it was wrong, but that still made me feel a little better. But at the same time, I felt a little worried about whether she could raise a kid. But isn't that weird? Why would Mayuri's daughter be here, in this time? She escaped from 2036 along with Suzuha, it looks like. What? But when she stopped in Akihibara in 1998 for a mission, they got separated. Suzuha searched as hard as she could, but never found her. Oh, crap. And so she left her in 1998? I guess someone almost found the time machine while she was searching. She had to jump and leave Kagari behind. Yo, what the flop, dude? Wait! So what is that time frame? Was she still a little kid in that time? Or were they in 75 long enough for like a couple years to pass or something? Probably not, right? She was probably still a kid. There's no freaking way. It can't be, no, cause she would have known. So it wasn't Kuditz. No way that was possible. It's gotta be Kuditz's mom. But like, she'd have been too young, right? If she left her at 98. Because I think Kuditz would have had to have been born, yeah, definitely far before that. So, I don't know then. Afterward, she kept trying to jump forward a few months at a time and look for her, but once she got to the year 2000, she started to run out of fuel. And so she jumped to 2010 to fulfill her real mission. I finished his sentence, and Daru nodded. But even after coming here, she's still looking. So do you think you could ask Miss Mayu without letting her know what's up? Me? Whether someone around her age came to see her about 10 years ago or something like that? Oh. Yeah, sure. I'll ask. If I could find her, I wanted to. Adopted or not, she was the future Mayuri's daughter. And I felt a little guilty about things with Suzuha. I wanted to help if I could. Just then, the maid brought my coffee. As I drank it, I looked over to Maho's seat. Faris had barely left her alone for an instant.
All right, I'll put a magic spell on your pancakes to make them taste even better, Nya. Magic? Say it with me, Maho Nyan. The world is in danger, Nya. It's a conspiracy, Nya. Can't I just eat my pancakes normally? This is normal here, Nya. Now enjoy your pancakes, Nya. Thanks. Oh, Maho Nyan. It's dripping. The honey is dripping. Huh? What? Oh, jeez. You're like a little baby. A baby?
They looked like they were having a good time. I turned back to Daru. Nice little comedic relief there in the midst of this heavier stuff. So that's the first one. What's the second? Yeah. I don't know if I should ask you this, but... Oh, come on, man. Maybe I really shouldn't. He just mumbled to himself and didn't say anything. It was rare for Daru to hesitate like this. Come on, out with it. If I don't want to answer, I just won't. Okay. Then... His hand went for his smartphone. Huh? Huh? Rine? Wait, is that... Is that... Oh, what the frick? This is about my secret job, so let's use this. Oh, so let's use this, yeah, okay, got you. So this secret job of yours... Shh! Daru cut me off and pointed at my phone. I guess he wanted me to use it. Was this something even more secret than what we just talked about? Secret job? You mean you're hacking? Yeah, basically. It's not all illegal stuff, though. I make online systems for manufacturers and banks, build and admin servers, boring things like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I do virus analysis and make security software. There's data recovery. Oh, and making new encryption tech too. Seriously? So, like a system engineer? Nothing formal like that. But we've got a bit of a reputation. Our group gets jobs from all over the world. Oh no! Did he get one from CERN? I call myself Dash. What's that short for? I can't tell you. Why? I just can't. I don't think I can help you with that. You were close to Kudet's Makase, right? Huh? What do you mean? What? How did you know this? I want some help with her. I've hit a dead end with this job I'm doing. Oh, he's talking about making the time machine! That's what he's talking about! Yo! A job you're doing? What do you mean? Sorry. Never mind. Daru said that to me directly, and was about to put his phone away. Wait! If you stop here, I'm gonna be so busy thinking about it that I won't be able to sleep at night. But... don't worry about me, man. It just makes it worse. Fine. He whispered and sent me another message on Rine. Someone brought in a laptop and a portable hard drive to us a while back. Both of them have really strong full disk encryption on them and can't be booted without a password. Of course, they can't take the hard drive out and connect it to another PC either. The client hit up a bunch of places with no luck and finally came to us. Is the encryption that strong? I've heard that even full disk encryption can be broken by a pro. Not happening with this one. You know why? We were the ones who made it, baby. Huh? You guys made it? Then you can't deal with it yourself? I'm a believer that encryption needs to be a poison without an antidote, or there's no point. So you don't know how to break the code, even though you made it? Exactly. If we can break it, then other hackers who are just as good as us can break it too, right? And that's no good, duh. I see. And don't call me a super hacker. I didn't. But what's this got to do with Kudet's? Oh! The laptop and hard drive belong to Kudet's Makase. Oh, what the heck? What? So Kudet's belongings? I wanted to ask Daru directly, but stopped myself. Something seemed weird about the client, so I hit up the PC manufacturer's user registration database. How I did that is a secret, by the way. And I found that it was registered under her name. Same address, too. It's definitely her. Who brought you the computer? Why would they have Kudits' computer? Sorry, the rules say I can't tell you that. Were they Russian? Huh? Nope. Why Russia, Nakabachi? No. If it's not, then fine. Huh. So, what do you want me to do? I want a hint, man. You know any words that Kudits might use for her password? Oh, we might. I can't brute force the password, so I have to do it the hard way. Though we wouldn't know maybe before that, but she was an @channeler, so it might be something dorky, right? I've tried her birthday, graduation dates, and stuff. Address and phone, too. Not that I can imagine her picking them for a password. Also, any words commonly used in brain science, or frequently used in her papers. I've got all that data. Now I'm trying stuff from her private life. It felt like the grave of someone I cared about was being violated. What kind of words did I associate with Kudits' private life anyway? Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha? My fork? Or maybe something to do with her dad? I tried to remember more about Kudits, but when I did, I started to think about her last moments. I quickly shut down that train of thought. Sorry, can you give me a little time? I can't come up with anything that quickly. Yeah, Roger. Just tell me if you remember something. And I'm not forcing you. If you remember and don't want to tell me, that's fine. Yeah. I sighed and gulped down my cold coffee.